Now from Chase Field in the capital city of Phoenix, Arizona, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The D-backs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Zach Godley starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Underway now in the Valley of the Sun as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
And here's Jose Peraza. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Godley, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A ball and a strike. Peraza is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In is Joey Votto now, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Here's the first pitch to him. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. Lined hard toward right center. Jay is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour, big, sweeping breaking ball, and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know, for a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
Stepping into the box, John Jay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Duvall coming on. He's there and records the first out. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Striding in, Eduardo Escobar, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And a breaking ball stays outside. Ball 3. 3-2 now. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Duvall on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Escobar takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gennett is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 16th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him short.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-1 delivery. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
So digging in now, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Jeanette is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Stepping up now, Daniel Descalso will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the two-out base hit.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First five guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
2-1. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to first. Fielded by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Settling in now, Adam Duvall. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's 1 for 4. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, When you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
To 2-2 now. High pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. So striding in, Tucker Barnhart. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The 0-1 on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's out. So here's the Reds pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jeff Mathis. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. Looking at his career totals, Mathis is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Godley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high.
Counts 1-0.
There's a strike. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Count remains 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Ready for another chance? John Jay flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 2-2. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. This is popped up. Marte moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
In now for the Reds, Jose Peraza looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And a ball, 1-0. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joey Votto. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Suarez carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Striding in once again, Scooter Gennett. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Hard hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple on to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Standing in, Eduardo Escobar. 0-for-1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Goldschmidt, 30 years of age. He's been having a big season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star love. He leads all first basemen in votes coming into today.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Now the 2-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. But he bluffs the go, and he'll stay at second here with one away. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Ready with the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 1-2 delivery, and he got it. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in, David Peralta, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Line drive, fair ball down the line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Throw won't get him.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalso. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Peralta at third with two away. High in the air down the right field line. Chu has a read on it. In the corner, he pulls it down, and that'll be the end of the inning. Diamondbacks get one, and it comes on the RBI triple. We're through four. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Now batting, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
Right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Striding into the box, Adam Duvall. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to third. Escobar ranges to his right. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Captain, Tucker Barnhart.
So coming to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Barnhart is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And they'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte.
The shortstop, Ketel Marte.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Is a fastball that misses. The 2-2. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
So striding forward now, Jeff Mathis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Grounder down the line at third. To his right, Suarez. And there are 2 away now.
From pitcher number 52, Zach Godley.
At the plate, Zach Godley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two and 1. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Diamondbacks down in order, but they're up 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Anthony DeSclafani will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. There now is Pollock, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Grounded to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way, too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
And here's Jose Peraza. Snap throw to first, but he's back in safely. Hamilton, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Look out, there goes Hamilton. Fly ball out toward left center field. Peralta on the move. He can't get there as it falls in. Runner around second now, headed for third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
So stepping in, Joey Votto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. To short. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Reds lead this one 2-1. In now is John Jay. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A swing and a ground ball to third. Suarez scoops it up, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Change up low, 2-0. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. This one's flared out toward left. Duvall moving in. Oh, and this deflects right off him. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as you get a look there at the Diamondbacks leaders, we see he currently sits 4th on the club in that department. So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Ahmed.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, Devo, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. Zach Weiss trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Zach Weiss.
In now, Daniel Descalzo, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Reds 2. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Softly on a line to third. And this will be no problem over at third. And there's the first down.
The left fielder, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Duvall. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Ready once again, Tucker Barnhart. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. In the dirt here. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Jesse Winker will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Fernando Salas takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Fernando Salas.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Full count, 3-2. Billy Hamilton will be next. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Digging in once again, Billy Hamilton. He singled his last time up. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and that lead disappears with it as this is now a 3-3 ball game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. And now everybody's running. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is in off the plate. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Full count now. Barnhart at third. Winker over at second. Hamilton is over at first with one away. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with two away now.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In is Joey Votto now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And he misses again, ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-1. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Ready for another shot now. Eugenio Suarez in his career matchups with Fernando Salas. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. This year against right-handed pitching, Suarez is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Reds are on top, 4-3. Jared Hughes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jared Hughes.
Standing in, Jeff Mathis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Jeff Mathis.
Now here's the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. The 0-1 pitch is taken for strike two. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Gerard Dyson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Comes into this one at 271. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Jeanette is there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, John Jay.
In now is John Jay. His career line against Jared Hughes. He's done well, 7 for 12. From the stretch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Grounded back up the middle. Sliding stop by Jeanette. Touche, sir. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 4-3. Andrew Chafin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Leading off for Cincinnati, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
First pitch of the at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Ball one.
Missed with a slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the two starters. Now at the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
The left fielder, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Now to the plate, Adam Duvall. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. 0-1 count and the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Chu, base runner at first with one out. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Chafin, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Adam Duvall goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Kevin Quackenbush is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 61, Kevin Quackenbush. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot.
Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. He's set. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Center fielder, number 11. A.J.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Pollock. And they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. A cold strike on the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And to score from third, the tying run.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Into the box, David Peralta. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Runner going a second time. Strike taken to throw. Is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Daniel Descalso is on deck. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Brad Boxberger comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Boxberger.
Stepping into the box, number 2. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one.
Number 2.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Boxberger, a former Tampa Bay Ray. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. Bases are empty, one man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Jose Peraza. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Raisel Iglesias enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
In there, and it's even at 1. Iglesias offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter number 4, shortstop, Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Ball to strike there, 2-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Here's the 2-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Peraza ranging up the middle, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jeff Method.
Up next for Arizona, Jeff Mathis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
2-0 pitch on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
And the 2-1. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Towards second. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And he'll go to second here. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Score remains tied at 4. At the plate, Joey Votto. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. TJ McFarland takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 30, TJ McFarland. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 5, Alex Avila.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Looped out toward third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Descalzo gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Scooter Gennett. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. And he's safe.
He's safe.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Scott Schebler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. In there, 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Working to keep them in the game here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
That one's in there on the black, 2-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it 7-4.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, number 2, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for ball 3.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Barnhart stands at second with 2 gone. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Hamilton. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Jorge De La Rosa trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Jorge De La Rosa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Three runs already home here. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. One and two, the count to Billy Hamilton.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Hallo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Reds 7 and the Diamondbacks 4. David Hernandez takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Leading off the inning, Alex Avila, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Alex Avila.
First offering on its way. There's a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it. But it was basically right at the outfielder.
In now is John Jay, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's 0 for 5. Jay behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
A pause and the 0-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton is there. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Arizona down to its last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Raisel Iglesias claims the win out of the pen, his first. David Hernandez earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 31 minutes.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the National League West, the Cincinnati Reds broke up their 7-game losing skid as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 7-4. The Rockies combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-2. The Dodgers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Phillies 5-4. The San Diego Padres snapped their 5-game losing streak as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-4. The New York Mets earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 3-2. The Milwaukee Brewers brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-6. It was their 5th straight victory. The Pirates completed a 3-game series sweep as they crushed the Cubs 12-6. The Boston Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 8-4. The New York Yankees only allowed 2 hits in the game as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-0. Ryan Zimmerman was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits as the Nationals took down the Orioles 7-3. The Cleveland Indians finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-2. The Detroit Tigers got 18 hits as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Angels 9-8. The Kansas City Royals got 18 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-3. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-1. The Mariners launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-2. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, Clayton Kershaw collected his 8th win overall as the boys in blue took down the Fightin' Phils 2-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Marlins sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-5. The Washington Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 2-1. The Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-4. John Brebbia won his 5th game out of the bullpen, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 5-4. The Orioles hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-6. The Tigers finished off the 4-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The Indians tossed a combined 1-hitter as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 2-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they beat the visiting Rays 8-3. The Seattle Mariners combined for a 4-hitter as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 4-0. J.D. Martinez drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Red Sox grabbed the win over Houston 9-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.